we have something we have to let the world know. It's kind of important, you know. We see people on the street every day, and the people that's in the rap game, all they talk about is lies, drugs, sex, girls. We're here to change your way of thinking a little bit, because they're corrupting the young ones. If we can spit about those things, don't you think that's a little insane? Let's put a twist in your life for a second and see if you can handle what comes out of our mouths to be. We'll give it to you in two parts. Let's see. Be ready to have your world rocked. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Little Billy Mays. I go to this school over on the hills. This is my story. I was 14 and I was exposed to all the things that were on TV and other shows too. I was listening to the radio one day and this girl was saying, hey, get cat for $3 a day. So I went to this studio that they were talking about and all I saw was people in nudity. It was quite a shock. So I went through the door to get a better look and I talked to the manager. He was a guy named Hook. I should have came and told me that he was really scarce, but I put it out of my head because I was there on Ferris. I went really far to go down there, so I wanted to see maybe if my billing was really worth the hour and tea. So I just talked to him for a little bit and he was, hey, you want to be part of our nudity? So this starts off my corruption. I was 14 and I ain't know nothing. So when I went home that day, I was exposed to many things I can't even say. If you would understand what I went through, maybe I'll give you just a little nitpit of what I had to do. So I'ma tell you what my life was like for those 3 hours of my life. First they had me get into a chair with this girl in a room and I didn't understand what they was putting me through until they took off my pants and my shirt too. I was feeling a little awkward. I wanted to go home, but I couldn't. They locked the door. The girl was all over me. I couldn't even snore. First what had happened was she unwrapped my belt, and what happened after that, she was covered in felt. So when I drove home that day, this is what I had to say. First my family talked to me because I went to them first. I couldn't get anything, my eyes were really hurt. I was bawling waterfalls because I didn't go and I didn't know that this was what had happened to me at that show. Maybe if I was a little more understanding about how advertisements drew you in, then I went under and capping. I was scarred for life after that day, this is no lie. Maybe if I didn't go through those lies. So I went up into my room and cried my heart out, and my mother and sister came into and they came and fought out all my words. I had to get through them. I just went into I just fell into my mother's lap and I cried on girls. I had told them about what I went through. This girl had raped me. I was so uncurled. I was only 14 and already exposed to the thing that they call the music life. Entertainment is not what it used to be. If I had understood that that was how these things went in my life, then I would have never gone to that place. Man, now I feel like such a disgrace. Now, that isn't to say that all entertainment places are like this. I'm just saying that this is the future of what could happen, and if we keep going on this path, less and less things will be happening that are good in the past. So this is a message to all the people that want to try this thing. Don't go to any place that just off of an advertising. Cause if you do, you could end up hurt like me, dude. Billy Mays, understand me to you. Alright, man. Billy Mays was quite a handful, and now we gotta talk about these people and how they spending their cash. Oh man, don't even ask. First, I talked to this dude on Elm Street yesterday in Florissant Oaks. Man, he was looking extra geeked. He had on a $500 pair of shoes. I was looking like, why would you invest in something that huge? Then he told me, man, you don't even know my life, man. I got dough falling out of my butt and my bike. Yeah, well, if you invested in something maybe a little worthy, then you would have $5 grand on you, dirty. So he looked at me, and all I could do is say, and he couldn't even speak. He was looking weak. I was like, when was the last time you ate? I don't know, Ace. So why you buy for them shoes? You looking like a disgrace. First off, we looking at the golf club. I took him to this place in the park, and he met with his face. His brother, and he looking like no other. He was looking tore up, and his rhymes nowhere nor. I looked. So your brother tore up there. When was the last time he ate a decent fare? He's like, I don't know. We living on the streets, dude. There. And you got 500 pair of sneakers over there? Next, when I came to this dude in the streets. His name was Dude as Freddy. He was geeked. Also, he was looking extra neat. Like he had eaten 5,000 pounds of daily meat. This dude was looking a little bit on the hefty side. So I went to told him, well, how you spend your money, right? No, I just spend for snacks daily, dude. My whole paycheck just went into these snickerdoodles, dude. No, don't be telling me this, Jack. Man, you should understand that your money should go in the bank and get capped. You would be smoking on that. Get your mind right, son. Next, I talked to this girl, Stacy. She was on the road to Macy's, and I caught her off before she went into the store. Man, she was looking like she had purses galore. We walked into the store, and I talked to her some more. She looked for a purse that was $1,000 or more. I couldn't believe that she was looking like she wanted to buy some of that stuff. That would make my wallet sore. Nah, she looked at me like I was caught up and I was tight in the butt. But I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take my money to the bank. If you want to spend $1 grand on a purse, go ahead, Ace. When I walked out of Macy's next, I saw this dude that was riding in a Lamborghini text. And I looked at him, so how you spend your money, Rex? He's like, I just bought this Lamborghini on my deck. I was like, so what's your house looking like? What about your kids? I was like, my kids are on child support. I couldn't even get rid. My wife wanted an abortion, but she wasn't, nah. Well, that was what my ex-wife had to say and all. So, why you gonna get a Lamborghini to roll in? I don't know, this is how I wanted to spend my kin. What kind of job you got, man? I'm a janitor and... Man, get your life in order. Last but not least was this dude named Sam. He was over there, he had just got through, and Dan, he was chasing him all over through the street, and he had told me that he was invested in a Game Crisis FaN, Inc. Snickerdoodle Factory.